I had to restart all of Streamlabs because for some weird reason, okay, good, this is set to Yeti. For some really weird reason, Clip Studio decided to glitch out Streamlabs. I don't know why. But there we go. Now it's at 100%. I knew that the microphone looked a little low. There we go. So yeah, it was just weird. We'll still try to get it up. We'll still try to do some doodles. I'm hoping that restarting. I see Kokury's chat. So you bit me, Kokury. It was all done with love. So we'll try to get up Clip Studio. I think maybe it was just a glitch, and hopefully it'll be fine starting it up a second time. But I just wanted to get the stream running since well, it's almost like so new rules. I guess there's really no new rules. I just realized that I never really put rules in the chat, and I never thought I really needed to, and since people have been here for so long, people just kind of know the down low. But I realized that there's always going to be new people coming in, and some people just don't know. I mean, everyone's stream is different in how they, do things, and so I thought, it's kind of dumb that I've never put rules in the description. So I thought, hey, we'll just put it in. So it's just, just basic rules we've always had, be chill, be nice, no spamming or excessive, like if people are just having an excessive roleplay in chat, which kind of is a bit disruptive or something. And then, obviously no serious topics or not suitable for work. We're just chilling, I mean, it's okay to joke around, but that's why it's just literally 3 simple rules, because I never put rules because I know sometimes streamers put rules that there's 18 bullet points of what not to do, which is kind of scary. So hence that is why I was like, what, it's about time. Also, I think since I was putting the rules in, I think just for my own, to make things easier on me and not make me so anxious, I think in terms of donations, I just appreciate if everyone didn't send me Google Docs, because then I have to try to make it fair for people of if someone wrote something a little longer versus shorter, and it gets it always makes me anxious because I'm like, oh shoot, is that fair? So I think just for now, I'd appreciate if everyone, whether it's a super chat or a Ko-fi, don't send me a link to a Google Doc unless you're actually oh hey, here's a recipe I'm gonna send you, or oh hey, here's this story I wrote, you can read it later. That's totally fine. But if it's an actual donation you want me to read, if you could just have it just be on Ko-fi or super chat and not be an external link, that would just make it would make me less anxious. So I'd appreciate that. Anywhoosies, actually we have some super chats in right now I gotta read before we start drawing, before we attempt to doodle. Scotty donated and said, hey. Well, hey, Scotty. Welcome to this very low-key, spooky stream. And I also just realized I am not in my Halloween attire. I am in... Hold up. Okay. There we go. I was looking at myself. I'm like, some don't... There you go. There we go. Actually, wait a tick. I got rid of the little, I have little hair things on the sides. Why did those disappear? That's weird. I wonder why. Maybe I gotta press tab. Ah, there we go. I was like, it's just, there we go. It's my other overlay was on. My bad. Anyways, other than all that, Mr. Wanapon donated and said, good evening, Kantori. How was your week? My week was good, busy, and tiring. And I had to blow leaves today in the 80-degree weather, and it was not a good time. Especially with my low, I mean, just, I'm really susceptible to heat, and, with, my lovely blood pressure, the main issue is bending down and up a lot. That'll do me in, because the difference in blood pressure of, down and up or whatever. And after doing all those leaves, we have so many cottonwoods in our yard, and cottonwoods are the first leaves to go. And I was spent, but I made some nice chicken soup today, so that was nice. Cozy for autumn, even though it's kind of hot today. Ari donated and said, W Katori for adding stream rules in the description. Yeah, I never added them because I don't really consider myself a streamer. This is just kind of a hangout day we have on Saturdays, but I realized, technically I've been doing this for 3 years and there's no rules in there, which is kind of bad. So I was like, you know what? There you go. That way, what's the word? You know, that way, and especially for new people, you know, I don't want to like reprimand someone and be like, oh, you joked about that. That's not allowed. And then they're like, oh, shoot, I didn't know. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather just, it's easy this way. That way people know it's pretty up in front and easy. Get away, you ads. Get away. Parker Green donated and said, greetings, Katori. Happy Halloween a week early. Oh my gosh. Is it literally only a week away? I'm still trying to make this piranha plant. Oh, okay, no, we still got about, well, it's like a week, almost 2 weeks, not exactly. Goodness. I'm trying to, so we have some like, sorry for a small rant, but we have like these small styrofoam pumpkins my mom bought a billion years ago when we were kids. They're like decorative kit things. And I found them and I was like, oh, so I'm cutting out like these mouths in them so they look like these piranha pumpkins, almost like the piranha plants in, you know, like Mario, the Mario universe. And but they're pumpkins instead. So I just cut out the mouths and now I gotta paint it and like put some teeth in. I got like this thermoplastic I'm making the teeth out of. And it's too soon. It's too soon. Thankfully I have my costume, but I still have some decorations I want to do. I wanted to make this little quote unquote poison garden and I'm not gonna have the time. Neb donated and said, mailed you your custom Spider Girl. Woo! Hopefully she will make it to you safely and soon. All right, yeah, I guess I'll try to check the P.O. box in a few days. I'm assuming it'll take a little time to get to me, but that's so awesome. I can't wait to see it. Thank you so much, Neb. I know you've been talking about making it for a while, so I appreciate the effort and, you know, actually giving it to me. So, yeah, I'll let you know when I finally get it, or, you know, if you find out that it actually arrived, you know, just let me know. But I'll try to check it in a few days, and, yeah, thank you so much. It's so exciting. Let's go. We get to have our own little Spider Girl. Cyberman donated and said, I hope you like Coria's letter from last time. Yeah, I do. Thank you so much. I appreciate all letters, so thank you so much. Much appreciated. The Wicked Penguin, or Babe, said, so loved both audios, biased, loved Tuesdays more than Spider Queen and all. Also, don't forget to tweet. Thank you for reminding me. I do forget a lot. Let's do that right now. Oh, goodness. My eye is itchy. I feel like I just have, like, dust all over myself. I really need to take a shower. The leaf dust is everywhere. Come on by this spooky evening. We may even do spooky doodles. I like spooky doodles. I like doing, like, Tim Burton stuff. Oh, gosh, no! No, I forgot the link! Okay, hold up. Thankfully, someone decided to gift me that, what's it called again? Twitter, what's it called? Prime to, what's it called? Twitter Prime? I don't know what it is. I don't know. I got the blue check mark, and so I'm able to edit my tweets, so there you go. If you see the tweet, hopefully it has the link in it, because I updated it. But no, thank you, Bobby. I'm glad you liked I'm glad you liked Tuesday's audio. It reminds me of Little Caesars. There's no rules. Put your shirt back on. There's one rule. Yeah, there's just a few rules. Just a few. Okay. Anywhoosies. Verified user. Right. Alright, let's check on Ko-fi. Speaking of Ko-fi, let's see. I think we got a few donations. We got 2 donations from John Craft. So John Craft said, John Craft here, Katori, loved your Spider Queen audio. I laughed, thought it was cute. You laughed at it? No one said they laughed at it yet, so that's interesting. But thank you. I'm glad you liked it. Thank you so much. He also donated and said, hey Katori, John Craft again. I loved your Halloween outfit on your stream on Saturdays. Also, would I get one of your 2026 calendars for next year? Is it through Etsy? Just wondering. Yes, actually, you guys, you'll be happy to hear, I put together the quote-unquote Coriala calendar, which it doesn't look exactly like Coriala because I wasn't able to complete my tale because, you know, reasons. So it's kind of like a sea-themed one piece-ish bathing suit. I say one piece-ish because there's like some sides cut out of it, but anyways, I used that to be Coriala. It's basically like, you know, like hanging out in the pool with Coriella kind of thing. So obviously it doesn't show my face, but that I completed that calendar. I actually edited everything together. But before I do that, I was looking through my library and I realized there are some images I haven't used that still look pretty good. I just need a few more to fill the blanks. So I think in the next few weeks, I'm going to try and see if I can get someone to help me to take some photos of myself, so I get some new photos in there. So that way we can have a Coriella calendar and a multiple character calendar. So there could be two. Which I know, I mean, I guess, like, technically having two calendars kind of, like, why would you need two? But, you know, I guess it gives options. If you guys are up for that, would that be cool for you guys? Or would you rather just have the Coriella calendar? I thought I'd ask before I go and do a whole frickin' little photo shoot. And everyone's like, nah, bro, just do Coriella. I don't want any of that. So just let me know. I will try to look at the chat, based on, Latasha says I'll slay some cosplay pics so we can gaslight people. Yes, gaslighting chat. Alright, anyways, here, let me read the next donation while I wait to see your guys' responses. Also, sorry, I know we said we were going to doodle today. I'm just going to read through some of the donations and then we can try to doodle. Cyberman donated and said, hey Katori, hope you're doing well. So good news. I got a new mini PC, which is way better than my old PC, and I managed to get some of my data back too, as well as Clip Studio. Also, I made a YouTube short with Neko, hope you like. Oh, cool. People be making YouTube shorts of me. Let's go. Oh, the Neko standee. Oh, that's cute. Thank you for using my cute little standee of Neko. Much appreciated. Thank you, thank you. It's very cute. But no, I'm so glad you got a new PC, Cyberman. I'm sure it was very frustrating. So I'm glad you got a new one and you're able to do more stuff on it. Shogo donated, if you were a pumpkin, I'd pick you. Can you please draw yourself as a pumpkin? We're going to be doing more Tim Burton-y drawings today, Shogo, but oh my gosh, I can only imagine. Like, me as a pumpkin would just be like a pumpkin with a bunch of, like, vines for hair. There's a lot of hair involved. So what would that be like? I feel like it'd be vines. Would it? It'd have to be vines. Like, what else could it be? Unless I just have, like, tons of leaves. A bunch of pumpkin leaves. Something like that. Oh, Shogo also donated and said, I was wondering if you meant for Corvinia to be 4 feet tall or if it wasn't on purpose because it is insanely... Oh, wait. Are you talking about the... This is like a more fancy, like, you know those big balconies? Right? I mean, I guess I probably just made it too high. She's not 4 feet tall. It was just probably the placement because it's just where I placed it. It probably should be a little lower. But I think the balcony itself is probably like one of those more like... big fancy balconies, so I think the railing or the banister, whatever you want to call it, should be higher than like a regular deck one, but also it's probably not extremely high either, so it probably is a bit high for what it's supposed to be. But it was just I just made the background and I kind of just put her in there, so I really didn't consider how high the banister was or the railing was. But no, she is not that short. I said, also, I first noticed it when I realized the fence behind her was 36 inches tall. Data analysis is on disc. Yeah, oh, yeah. I think I actually saw that, which I was like, what? Like, she's not 4 feet tall. But I see what you mean. Let me see, like, let's see, like balcony railing height. I'm just curious, like, what about, like, a fancy balcony? Like, are the fancy balcony? I always pictured them being higher, but maybe not. Like, no, like, these are, like, regular, like, what's, like, a, like, what would it be called? Victorian or something? My keys are going everywhere. I mean, I guess even the Victorian ones are kind of low, but, like, I always thought the balcony ones were a little bit higher so that you didn't fall. Like, this one looks a little bit high, but I don't know. But, yeah, no, I mean, regardless, some people are saying it's, like, 42 inches. So, like, what would that be if it was 42 versus, what did you say? You said it was 30? 6? Well, 42 is only another 6 inches, so yeah, she's not 4'6". At 6 is so yeah, she's yeah, and she's not that short. So I probably just put the railing a little bit too high. That's my bad. That's my bad. All right, here, let me read some super chats, and then we can attempt to do some doodles. But I kind of want to read these real quick first, so I don't get too far behind. Ty donated and said, if you spend 24 hours in one of these DC locations, which one would you pick? Metropolis or Gotham City? You know what I would pick. Oh gosh, I mean, here's the thing, like, what are your chances of meeting Batman? You know what I mean? As much as I'd love to pick Gotham and, like, hang out with the homies, the Bat family and all that jazz, am I really gonna see them, you know? Metropolis, well, there's also Metropolis too, but, like, I don't know, which one would I rather hang out in? Because Superman's also in Metropolis, but again, like, you're rarely gonna see Superman. Probably just Gotham, just in case. I mean, there's multiple people in the Bat family, so my chances of running into one of them kind of go up by at least 3. If we have a Robin and a Batman and a Batgirl and possibly a Nightwing, depending on what time frame we're in, that'd be a pretty good deal. So we'll go for that. We'll go with Gotham. Shugo donated and said, it must be autumn because I'm falling for you. Here are the seasonal pickup lines. Let's go. Very seasonal. Mr. Wanapon donated and said, last Saturday I watched the Night of the Zoopocalypse and it was quite cool and inspiring and gave me some ideas. So that's awesome. Well, alright, yeah. It's always good to be inspired. It makes things a lot easier when you're creating stuff. So I'm glad it gave you some good ideas. Very, very good. Okay, I'm finally getting to the part of chat that was talking about the calendars. Someone's like, multiple calendars sounds good. Katoriverse sounds best. Both sound good. Okay, good. So it seems like, yeah, it seems like, yeah, at least so we got some people saying yeah, and they both are good. So all right, we'll do that. I figured oh, that is true, Neb. Corvinia could be sitting on a bench because she does say take a seat. So that's fair. That is fair. Yeah, she's sitting on a bench. Sitting on a bench. There you go. Mr. Wanapon donated and said, on Wednesday, I went to the Natural History Museum for the David Attenborough experience that reminded me of the prehistoric Lightroom, but different. Man, you do a lot of things, Mr. Wanapon. You're a busy bee, so goodness gracious. But no, yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it. It seems like you definitely like to visit a lot of museums and stuff, so you're probably very well informed. Barefoot Hippie donated and said, well, I'm feeling generous. Woof howl. Well, thank you. I'm glad you're feeling generous. I appreciate it. And I appreciate the howl. It's very on brand with the season. Chaos Mash donated and said, rewatched The Mummy and The Mummy Returns recently. Those movies were a perfect blend of adventure, horror, and comedy. Plus, Brendan Fraser was great. You know what's so funny you mentioned that? I actually want to watch those. I have not watched them yet. And I was like, dude, I love Brendan Fraser. How have I not seen these yet? And so I'm definitely going to give those a watch. If I could find, I was trying to find what platform they're streamed on. I think it's only Peacock, I think. I have like Netflix and Hulu, like come on, like those, it's not on there. Those are like 2 of the biggest ones. And yeah, I sadly don't have it on DVD. Do I? I don't think I do. I'll have to double check. But yeah, I'll have to I gotta watch that recently. Mr. Wanapon donated and said, then I went to the Science Museum next door to see the T-Rex IMAX documentary, and it was awesome. I've been waiting to see it. Dude, Mr. Wanapon, there is nothing that you can't do. You're like always visiting somewhere, which is awesome. So, that's cool. Yeah, I'm glad you definitely go to a lot of museums. Like, that's really cool. And, you said you saw, what was it? A T-Rex documentary. Man, you know, I mean, if there's anything I need to know about dinosaurs, I will certainly ask you. You seem to know like everything, so that's awesome. So I'm glad you had a good time. I'm glad you're doing stuff. Hey, yo, Barefoot Hippie said that he got donut holes if anyone would like a snack. That is a free virtual snack right there. I offered to chat with no cost. That's awesome. Get your snacks while you can. Cyberman, thank you for the rose. Thank you, thank you. Ty donated and said, on Halloween, I really know how to scare people. I ring their bell and do my act. Just show my face. Ty, no. No. Ty, you have a beautiful face. Do not, no. No, no, no. Beautiful face. Garrick Anderson said, could you attempt to draw a giantess GF? Probably today we're gonna do more, but my plan for today for the doodles was probably gonna be doing like Tim Burton-esque doodles of the characters that we have. But thank you for the suggestion, but we'll probably do some of the characters that we have on the current roster and try to make them like Tim Burton-y. Because those doodles will be easier for me to do than trying to do actual real anatomy. That'll take me forever. Aaron Bellis donated and said, my brother is really good at drawing and is now branching off into writing. What he's doing for his first attempt is darker than a Shakespeare tragedy. No, dude, I write dark stuff too, which is so funny. Like I majored in art, but I minored in writing, and I do love to write stories. That's awesome. Your brother sounds like a really cool dude. Drawing and writing skills. Yeah, so I wish him luck on his writing. You know, sometimes some dark writings can be pretty compelling, so I wish him the best. Neb donated and said, most likely got Halloween off, so let's go! Let's go! Let's go, Neb! Dude, if I had to, I remember like when I was in college, and multiple times I had to go to school on Halloween, and I was like, this should not be allowed. This is like abuse. I was like, this holiday needs to like, this is a national holiday. I need this off. I need this off. But whenever I did have Halloween on school days, I always dressed up because I had to enjoy it. All right, real quick, we are going to read the rest of the Ko-fis. My bad, the Ko-fis. And then we will try to switch over to Clip Studio, if it allows us. But I'll read the donations first in case if things start, for some reason, God forbid, starts, what's the word, like glitching out. That way I can at least read the donations before things get a little bit tricky. Wicked Penguin or Bobby donated and said, so it's been a hot minute since I did a recipe, but perhaps this will be something you like. I'll be sure to let anyone see it if you want to see it. Oh, cool. Wait, you said this is a recipe? What is a recipe, Bobby? He gave me a good little recipe. What's it for? Hocus Pocus s'mores pops. Ooh. All right. Yeah, I'll take a look. I mean, hey, I love making themed food for Halloween just for me and the fam to enjoy. So if we have like a bunch of leftover marshmallows, 'cause I'm assuming that includes marshmallows, I'll give it a shot. If I remember. So thank you, Bobby. I appreciate that. Thane donated and said, okay, I'm gonna sleep because I work tomorrow, but Mila wanted me to say this first after the Rich Vampire audio. So this is between Rich Vampire and Mila. So the Rich Vampire says, oh, you approached me. You're not scared of me. Mila said, I can't seduce you without getting closer to you. Puts a rose in her mouth and poses for a dance. That's true. Yeah, that's true. You know? Mila's like, I gotta riz. I gotta be close to riz. I can't be far away. You can't riz when you're, I mean, you could try, but it's probably best if you're up close. That's cute. But good night, Thane. I hope you sleep well. That's really cute. Shogo donated and said, I know you don't really watch sports, best girl. I do not. But I was watching the Olympic Games this year, and I have no words for the incredible competition. The pole vault athletes have insane discipline and hard work. I sent a short clip of the match in the Discord. That's really cool. Yeah, have I ever really watched, I don't think I've ever really watched the Olympics. Well, I think I've watched like a few clips of it. I think I've only seen the clips of the ice skaters because around that time Yuri on Ice was out and people were saying, oh my gosh, I forgot his name, but the skater from Japan, they're like, he's just like, from Yuri on Ice, and I was like, and he skates pretty good. So I think I've only seen like a few clips from like the skating division, ice skating division. But yeah, no, I didn't even know the Olympics were going on right now. No idea. Shoko, that's AI. That's not real. Oh my gosh. I just saw the clip. Oh shoot, where are we at? Okay, I think we read all the Ko-fis. And, alright, here, I'll read the last couple super chats and then I'll try to get up Clip Studio and let's hope things don't explode. Cyberman donated and said, so which Korra can be Tim Burton Ice then? Cool. I mean, yeah, technically, I'm not really sure what I'm gonna draw yet. I kind of just want to doodle around and see, like, what comes, like, first. I technically was doodling a little bit before stream, and I accidentally started doing a Corialla, but I feel like we've already done a Corialla drawing, but it was just kind of what happened when I was doodling around, so we can try another doodle. But yeah, we'll see. Maybe we can do Witch Korra. Mr. Wanapon donated and said, and finally, I went back to the Natural History Museum for the virtual reality experience that looks like the Mario Kart ride, but with nature. Well, that's cool. Yeah, I actually thankfully had, you know, was blessed enough to actually ride the Mario ride once, the virtual ride. And it's pretty cool. So that's cool that, like, you got to go through, like, a nature experience that's virtual. So honestly, that's really cool. I should see if I can do that sometimes. That is true. Natasha said I raised you from 3 states over, so she knows how to do it. She knows how to do it. Okay, we're gonna attempt to get Clip Studio up real quick. I actually pre-made a file, so that way I didn't have to make a file. So here's to hoping that we can get Clip Studio up without any issues. Also, for some reason, my Clip Studio has been lagging, like, just like, not even with streaming, like, it's just been lagging a little bit today, because I was testing it out today. Like, I was just kind of like, you know, trying to doodle a little bit, because sometimes I gotta warm up, and it was lagging, and I was like, oh, because that's not just an issue for streaming, that's an issue for me, just like personally, because I do at least 2 drawings a week, and I need it. So, all right, here, hold on. All right, we're just grabbing the tablet. Here we go. Okay, this is gonna be a little uncomfortable. This desk is a little bit higher than my one that I usually sit at, so hold on. Let's just adjust this. There you go. There you go. Ooh, that was my neck. Okay. Let's see. Did it get up okay? Okay, it got up okay. Gosh, this sketch looks freaking terrible. I don't even understand the torso. Whatever. We'll fix it. Anywhoosies. All right. So it seems like Clip Studio got up okay, and Streamlabs is not dying yet. So we will attempt. Also, I see we have a Ko-fi donation, so let's read that before we switch over. Is the Dono gold cover gonna go away? You know what? I probably should take that down. I've never taken it. That's probably been set up for like years, and it's just never gone away. I probably should though. Sheffy donated and said, "Heyo, hope you had a chance. Oh, hope you had a. What am I saying? Chance. Hope you had a nice week. How are things?" Things are good. They're just busy, you know, just like busy work, right? Like trying to get stuff done for Halloween, trying to get work stuff done, trying to do extra stuff. You know, I'm trying to do some more merchandise things because since this year's been so hectic for me, I haven't really been proactive in getting more merch out and doing like merch announcements, like merch announcement videos. And sadly, you know, I mean, it's just, I'm trying to play catch up because it's the views have not been the best. So I'm like, all right, we got to work in other areas. But since I'm working in other areas, it's like you're playing catch up all the time. But you know, other than that, it's been good. You know, today just did some leaves. You know, blew some leaves, ate some nice soup, and, you know, been enjoying apple cider, because I'm so glad we got apple cider in the house. Oh, alright. Well, also, Natasha donated and said, I'm telling you, Kat, I'm a voiced character. Tim Burton Natasha. The Katasha fans will love it. Katasha. Natasha is, like, Tim Burton in real life. She's a Tim Burton character. No contest. Oh, Aaron Bayes donated and said, I wish I wouldn't get censored telling how bad my brother is. Imagine the worst part of your family and you're nowhere close to what he's like. Goodness. I have some pretty bad family members. I mean, I shouldn't say members, like that seems like everyone is, but like I've had my experience with some family members who are not the best. And it ain't no secret, I'm not the biggest fan of my dad. I've said that a long time ago, so it's just common knowledge among most people, but yeah, no. So I've had my experience with some unsavory people, but yeah, I don't obviously know how bad your brother is, but I'm sorry, that must be rough. It's always sucks when your family is not the best, you know, because you want to give them the benefit of the doubt, right? And then after a while, you're like, holy crap, can you, like, not be here? Can you, like, not be here? Can you go away, please? You're giving me a bad outlook on family. Get out of here. But anywhoosies, yeah, no, I understand, so I'm sorry about that. Definitely sucks. Okay. Alright. The only problem is I did not bring down a second monitor, so I will not be able to see chat while I am drawing. I remember there was a way to do it. There was like an invisible window thing I did before, but I don't remember what that was, and I don't know where it's at. So we are just gonna have to, crap. My phone is like not at a good battery. So I'll check back and forth between chat in case I ask you guys a question, but sadly, we're gonna be flying blind here a little bit. I'll read this last Ko-fi because I do see a Ko-fi that came in. Shogo donated and said, I was streaming Baldur's Gate a few weeks ago and was in the Goblin Camp, so it's far from my favorite part of the game, and the beautiful waterfalls, and your gorgeous short sack self. But I was passing one of the goblins on the bridge, and he started peeing on you. No, I remember the Goblin Camp. Wait, you know what? Goodness, it's been such a long time. Oh my gosh, yeah, the Goblin Camp is a crazy place. Oh my gosh, yeah, that's funny. Nah, man, the Goblin Camp's a crazy place. It's you know, they deserve to go down. They gotta go down. They gotta go down. Okie dokies. Let's see. But no, sugar, that's really funny. Okay, let me see. Where is my scene? Because I made a scene for this. Yeah, alright. Hold on. Let's turn on some music. There's like no music on this tab. We got jazz. Got jazz in this scene. Ba-na-na-na-na. I turn up a little bit. Yeah. Ba-na-na, ba-na. I feel like we haven't had this music in a long time. So. Oh, the chat box is right here. Alright. Actually, wait. Where should we put the chat box? Is the chat box okay, like, up here? Oh, also, like, we gotta move this somewhere. Let's put this over here so that way the chat box. And actually, would you rather... Chat's probably hard to read down there. We'll put it, like, right here. That's fine. Whatever. It's fine. Okay. Alright. Oh, Mr. Wanapon donated and said, why is Vampire GF having such a problem with her BF? I don't know. Why? Why is she having such a problem? I would like to know. I'm assuming this is a joke, so I'm assuming you're going to tell me the punchline in a second. Why is he having such a problem? Alright. Also, this is not Ghost GF, by the way. This was supposed to be a tail here. Like, I was making, like, this is supposed to be Coriala, because see, there's her little, the little thing for, like, her little fish Brett right here. So this was, like, this is technically Coriala. Actually, she needs a nose. She don't have a nose. And also, I guess this is a perfect time to let you guys know what I use. I know some people have asked me... Oopsie, I shouldn't have gotten rid of her mouth. I actually liked that mouth. People have... Actually, no, I'm just gonna do that. I want to keep the mouth the way it was. What I use to draw. I use this design pencil to draw and to sketch pretty much everything that I do. So, yeah. Alright, let's... There you go, give her a little nose. She has a little round face. There you go. I'm not liking this torso. This doesn't really make a lot of sense here. But yeah, this is the design pencil. This is what I use to sketch. Like, it has a nice, like, texture to it, so I kind of like using it for, like... I use this for my line work, too. And then, for shading, just so I don't forget, this is called Watery. And I took down the watercolor edge all the way. I got rid of it, because I didn't want any, like, bleeding effect. But this is what I use for, doing, the hair highlights. See, I go like this. Then you go and this takes away. This is like basically supposed to be like blank, so it's kind of like a negative. It takes away the stuff. And I go like this. Whoopsie, that's a ruler. Whoopsie daisy. You go like this, and then it kind of like, see how it looks kind of like a highlight? So there you go. Granted, it's black right now, so you know. Anywho, get rid of that. Get rid of that. Actually, why is it set to 9? It's supposed to be 100% opacity. What the heck? All right. This was like the Coriella I was sketching out this morning, but I don't know where... I don't know what I want to do about her. Dang it. Let me get rid of this eraser. I want the eraser to be... There we go. The hard eraser. Like, before I actually was thinking about putting, like, her body like this, like, almost like she's swimming, like... I guess we could do that. Like, do we want her going like this? I suppose it could be, she could have a really long tail. This is Tim Burton-y, right? So we can, like, her tail can follow the curvature of the... She could be like one of those really long mermaids, right? Have her hands, like, coming up like they're, like, she's, like, holding her own hand or something. Then we can do, like, some little... She's like a siren. We have a siren instead. I suppose, though, this hair would no longer exist if this was her body here. Gotta be. There you go. Also, if you're wondering what this line is, that's not the top. That's how I just was figuring out, like, the... this is, like, kind of like a triangle thing there, so you can figure out the torso. So this is technically doesn't need to be here anymore. Boopy-doo. Alright, her neck doesn't need to be that long. Let's figure this out. Tim Burton characters always have very deep clavicles. Crap. I do not know how to draw hands. Every time I draw hands, I'm always referencing my own hands. There's really no other way. Yeah, hold on. I don't like this. I don't like this arm. I feel like she needs to be a little bit more bony. Like her shoulders point up a little more. There you go. Doo-doo. Let me check chat real quick, because I have no idea what you guys are saying. Actually, let me get up my phone. Maybe I can just do that. Yeah, someone's like, oh yeah, Neb. Yeah, getting the digital art, honestly, if you guys, Clip Studio has like 50% off sales a lot. So, it's actually not too hard to get this program for like a decent price. Not too hard at all. Actually, this should be more right here. And this would actually not be there. I wonder why that's weird. See, it connects right here. So that actually makes a little more sense. Go upwards and down. There you go, that's a little better. Kinda want, do I want her, kinda just like want her hands to kind of be like, do I want them going backwards? Like, let's just do a line. Do we want her hands going backwards? Or do we want her hands like kind of like she just stumbled across something and her hands are kind of just down here and she's like looking at something like whoa, what's that? Maybe she found like one of those like angler fishes or something. I have no idea what they look like though, so I'm gonna be honest. This is just gonna, what the heck does an angler fish look like? We're just gonna make a weird looking fish. it's gonna be this weird fish. Like, what would a Tim Burton fish look like? I really have no idea. It's like a little fin here. It does not look like a fish. Hold on. I kind of like the eyeball that I drew for the fish. Maybe we'll give it more of a little bit of a body. I kind of wanted it to look a little bit weird. Here's the gills. There we go. This looks a little bit better. It's like his little, I just wanted like a little tiny fin there. That's what I really wanted. There we go. It's like this little fish that she found. He's like very, she's like, whoa, what is that? Da-na-na-na-na. And then, what does Coriella have? Does she have a necklace? Does Coriella have a necklace? Goodness, I'm trying to remember. I know that she has, what's the word? I know that she has, like, scales, right? I know she has, she has some coloration on her shoulders. And I know that she has a few little Dippin' Dots along her tail. Or actually, I don't know. I think in our, I think Coriella technically, doesn't have that to my knowledge. I think her tail's pretty smooth. Oh, I think it has like dots. I think instead of scales, it's almost like it's like some kind of highlights on her tail that go down there. But since that doesn't really translate very well in a sketch, we'll just put a little bit of scales, just so it gives a little more texture or something. And then I think she has a necklace. I think she does. Doesn't she? I'm gonna have to double check. I can't remember. Want to look up? Oh yeah, I could look up what an anglerfish looks like, but I kind of like this fish now. I think we'll stick with this fish. This fishy's kind of cute. Doo-doo. I think it's an earring. Does she have an earring? You know what? Hold up. Hold up. I should have her in my folders. Let's see. Mermaid. Oops, that's not any of that. Let's see. She does have a necklace. Wait. Wait. She has a necklace in the first video we ever did for her, and then it just up and disappears. Wait, does she give it to the listener? Does she give it to you guys? Is that why it's gone? I think she gives it to you. Goodness, I don't remember. Anyways. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I'm just discovering new things. She has these two teeny tiny fins. Like, if you look at the first video ever made of her, which, by the way, her neck looks freaking weird. There's these two little teeny tiny fins that kind of like the ones I just drew, like, right here. Like, hold on. Where is it at? There we go. I'm trying to get to the clip studio again. Like here, like see these two little tiny little doodads I did right here? Those are in the original video. She doesn't have them ever after that. Like they just got cut off or something. Like what the heck? I almost did forget that she does have, you know, she has gills, actually here, we'll use a softer brush so it doesn't look so harsh. Let's get rid of some of this right here. Just so we can, you know, kind of commit to some lines here, you know. So she does obviously have gills right here. I forgot. And then she does have gills along her torso because lady's gotta breathe, right? She has lungs. And, I think that's actually, oh wait, I can't forget. She does have this. I almost forgot. Coriella has this actually. She has like a little spiky fin thing that goes along her, like, I don't know, back of her tail, I guess. I almost forgot about this. I'll make the first fin a little bit longer just so it looks a little bit, or maybe a little pointier. Kind of want to give it a bit more of a sharp look. Kind of like give it like some spines to it, I guess is what I want to do. Give it some spines. Some good old spine work, right? That's just cute. I like this. That's cute. And then what we'll do is, I'm just trying to clean that up a little bit. Daisy. Come on. I'm like trying to do line work right now. Alright. And then we'll give this some lines. That way it's a little bit more... Because I think she has lines on her original tail. I guess the question is, do we want to put holes in here? Like make it look more worn? But I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be torn just because it's Tim Burton-y, right? It doesn't have to be like that. It don't have to be worn. It could just be a little bit more angle-ish. Have more angles. See, I'm definitely majored in writing. I have perfect grammar. I'm trying to think of like what Tim Burton hands would look like. Let me look at my hands for a second. This is what we always do. We look at our own hands. If my hands were going down, obviously thumbs are always on the inside, right? So if we're gonna have like the basic hand shape of like these very, you know, petite hands, her thumb is always gonna be coming out on this side here. And I remember, I think it's Ethan Becker, because I think that's the person I always recommend to you guys. Whenever they draw a hand or whatever, they say, when in doubty, finger outy. So you always want one finger to be separated from the rest when you're making a hand. You know, like if you're doing like a hand or whatever, like a boxy hand, you always want, like, whether it's two fingers together in the middle and then one finger out on the side, like you just want it to, makes it look not so boxy. So we'll have to decide what finger we want outy. But for now, that's pretty cute. I like that. You know what? We'll leave this. We'll try to sketch someone else since this was already kind of pre-sketched. I was messing around before stream and I thought, oh, this is cute. This is actually really cute. I like this. I actually like how we made her tail. I think when we did Coriella, one of the first few times, she's still cute, but I feel like she wasn't pushed far enough. Like I had her sitting and I remember her tail looking something like this. Like, not like exactly like this, but when she was sitting, I wanted her tail to be long, so I kept on making it like wave. And I feel like it's just didn't, like, see how this has more motion in it? I like this better. I like this a lot better, actually. Is there anything you want to add? Because I kind of like it like this. I like this little fish. It almost looks like, you're right, you know, now it looks like frickin' flounder. I saw someone say that in chat before. I thought about doing a jellyfish, because Coriella does like jellyfish. But, like, I feel like a jellyfish just doesn't look Tim Burton-y enough, you know what I mean? Like, you can, like, do, like, a jellyfish on this. I mean, this is just, like, me doodling for a second. Like, you could do a jellyfish, especially the jellyfish that have, like, all those little things that kind of hang down. So that way it kind of looks a little bit more texture-y there. And you could do, like, a jellyfish. You know, then you could place it there. But I feel like the cute little fish looks cuter, right? Here, here, actually, if anyone wants to know, you can go on your layer and clip it out, and ba-bam, it's on a different layer. Fantastic. Now, this is the jellyfish that I drew. I think I drew it on the same layer like an idiot, but whatever. Whoopsie daisy, I got the tail in there. We don't want that. Do not want to take away the tail. Okay. There we go. Now it's on its own layer. Hide the fishy fish. I mean, we could do a jellyfish, but, like, I think they were smaller. So, I mean, you could do a small jellyfish. But it just doesn't give the same effect as the fishy, so we'll keep the fishy, so. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll select them all, group it, And that way we can hide it and do a new layer. We'll name this one, Coriala. Whoopsie, my finger's on the wrong keys. Coriala. There we go. What should we draw next? That was like, I vote Natasha. Natasha voted herself too. Natasha. Do you guys really want me to draw Natasha? Is that what you guys want? Tim Burton, Natasha? It's weird. Like 3 people saying Natasha. You guys are crazy. That's funny. I'm just waiting for chat to roll in because I know that there's a little bit of a delay. I remember. Oh wait. Excuse me. My bad. Actually, I didn't miss any super chats while I'm looking here, and let's double check while we're here. Okay, actually there was. Oh, Mr. Water. Okay, I remember. He said, "Why is Vampire GF having a problem with her BF?" The reply is, because he said her kiss is a pain in the neck. Yeah, it's a pain. You know, I don't disagree. It could very much be a pain in the neck. Pain in the neck. All right. Mystery ASMR said, I want to use AI to animate the vampire GF fight. You mean the 2 vampires that are fighting each other? Oh my gosh. I'm sure that's going to be... I'm sure it's probably going to look a little off-putting, but I mean... I've seen so many videos circulate around that are fake that honestly sometimes I'm like, wait, hold up. I'm like, something's off about this, but it looks so real. It's kind of scary, honestly. But oh my gosh, I could only imagine. Yeah, it's just 2 vampires fighting with bottles. I could only imagine what that would look like. The guy donated and said, sigh, yet another stream I'm missing because of work. I'm sorry, the guy. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Dang. Everyone's like, yes, sure, yes, heck yeah. Girl, do whatever you want to do. I'm just messing around. Natasha's just like, I'm messing around. We vote Natasha. Everybody wants Natasha. You guys are crazy. Yeah, you know, why not? Why not? Why not? We'll do. Wait, can Natty be lifting a car or fighting a zombie? We'll try to do a bust to Natasha as a Tim Burton character so we can get a feel for it. Oh, the Canonical Menace donated and said, appreciate you, your art rocks. Oh, thank you. Right now it's a blank canvas, so hopefully you saw this. But thank you, I appreciate that. All right. People have voted on Natasha or Katasha, which I guess is our ship name. All right, I'm gonna get a bit of a bigger brush since we're gonna be... Now, if I recall... Oh, crap. Hold up. I need... Do I have Natasha in here? Natasha. No, I don't. I know I did a Doodle stream before. Where is it at? Hey, there it is. I have a screenshot of it. This is the original Natasha that was done many moons ago. Oh, also it's piggies! Look, it's piggies! That's cute. That's so freaking cute. I love that. Anyways, alrighty. Oh, actually, you can't see my second window. What I do is like, see how it's gone? Technically, the window I just put up is overlaid on my main window, but it's not showing it for some reason, even though it's all Clip Studio. I don't know why. But I just brought it out so I can reference it while I'm drawing. Okay. Oh, also, Mitch donated and said, there are times I ponder to myself. Before the drawing board was invented, what did people go back to? Let's go back to the drawing board. Yeah, I don't know. What did they do? What did they do? Yeah, alrighty. Let's see. That is true. Only Eminem could have Natasha. Alright, so, yeah, we will... Oh, yeah, it is your profile picture, Natasha. You are correct. Alright, so I'm gonna move this, even though you guys can't see me moving it, but I am moving something. There we go. So I can just have her face right there. Alright, so she's gonna be a Tim Burton character. I kind of feel like I always picture Natasha being kind of smug, so I kind of want to give her like the smug eyes. And we all know Tim Burton characters have big eyes, but obviously I'm gonna make her eyes come down here, because if there's big eyes and they're already half lidded, then we're gonna do that. I feel like she'd have a bit, well, obviously Timber characters have smaller pupils. I've seen Natasha, she wears a bit of eyeliner, so we'll give her some. I would give her some black under eyes here. See, I'm gonna switch my eraser back to the soft brush, so that way when I erase stuff, it doesn't erase everything. Actually, let me get rid of these eyeballs. The pupils are not placed in the right spots. Until I actually finalize the eyes, I'm gonna get rid of this. So that we can work on the eyes. Actually, yeah, I don't like. Let's get rid of some of the chin here. It's too much of a chin. We want some nice dark circles under these eyes, right? Tim Burton character is very shaded. Give it a bit of an angle here. So that way it's, you know, give her a choker, because I feel like Natasha would have a choker. Or actually, here, let's start on the neck first. I wonder, what way should we ever be turning? Let's try to figure out where the clavicles going first. The world is our oyster. We have a head. What angle do we want to add? You could even like draw her like crawling on the floor if you wanted to, because these could be the arms. You know what I mean? This is like the chest area, and then this would be the shoulders. The world is your oyster. When you have a head, you can just decide. I'm just gonna do this. Give her kind of have that go back like that a little bit. Oh crap. I thought I had the soft one on. We do not have the soft eraser on right now, ladies and gents. Na, 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 na. If you're here, we gave her this shirt thing. Looks kind of cyberpunky, but I've seen Natasha wear a lot of, at least from what I've seen, like spaghetti strap-esque outfits. I want to angle her shoulders very pointed, as they do, and I know Natasha is very well endowed. I feel like it'd have a little bit of texture, like a lacy thing or something. There's Natasha. There she is in all her glory. Her shoulders will go in. Na, 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 na. I'll give her an earring. I'm giving her hoop earrings because I can. Because I just can. Because why not? Why not? Why not? There she is, Natasha, and we'll give her some Wholesome girlfriend merch. Wholesome girlfriend. There you go. Actually, it's probably better if we do something like this. There you go. Supporting the channel, but she's still M&M's. M&M owns that. Well, they own each other. It's an equal partnership. There you go. Cute. It's Natasha. We'll label it Natasha. Do do do. Ba 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 ba. That's cute. I'm trying to think. I don't think I missed anything. I think it's pretty good. Lovely Natasha. That lovely Natasha. All from memory. Oh wait, what did Natasha enjoy? That she went to the original art instead of pulling up one of my many pictures. Oh, you're right. Wait, is your hair still longer? No, you didn't tell me about your piercings, Natasha. Wait, is your hair longer now, Natasha? Does she have longer hair? Because if you have longer hair, that can be fixed. You can just add a little bit of hair here, and then she could have her. Because I think in her more recent photos, she's had, like, longer hair, so we can just add longer hair if she has it. Because I think in the most recent photos, she does have longer hair, so we can just add this layer right here, and wazam! Longer hair. Easy peasy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. The piercings are, like, studs and one hoop on the left, so she has, like, ear studs. Like that. Right? Are you reading about that? You don't have your side shades anymore? Alright, cool. We'll keep this layer. This layer will, we'll just, on the second layer, we'll just kind of do that so it looks like it kind of connects with the bottom hair. There you go. Look how much one thing can change. And then we group it together. That's why groups are great. Boop. Fantastic. Everyone's like, I suggest cokery for the next one. We just try. We doing doodles with people now. You're like, cokery, the lovely cokery. Ari Romby's like, I volunteer as a Timber-esque coterie. The problem is, Ari, I don't know what. I think I've only seen. Have I seen a photo of you? I think I have. I just remember you had curly hair. That's all I remember. That's all I remember. Like, gosh, yeah, I would hate to draw you incorrectly. Kokiri has shared so many photos of himself, I actually do know what Kokiri looks like. But, well, mostly. Like, 90%. 90%. Kokiri next. Everyone's like, me next! Oh no, this isn't a start. Oh no. Oh no. This is gonna... I don't want to show favoritism. Natasha's different. Oh my goodness. Goodness. You know what? You know what? To be fair, everybody. I mean, like, obviously multiple people have drawn me fan art, but Kokiri was the first person to ever draw me fan art, and he actually asked me. In my YouTube comments, he was like, hey, like, is it cool if I draw you? And I was like, yeah, this is totally fine. Like, I was like, actually, that'd be really nice of you because I'm so used to drawing for other people. Not a lot of people draw me. And he's like, oh yeah, sure. He draws all the time for me. And so, you know what? To kind of like repay that back, we'll do that. I put references in Discord. All right, Ari, here 1 second. I kind of want to do a little doodle for Kokiri, just a little one. Just a little Tim Burton-esque Kokiri. Just a Tim Burton-esque Kokiri. I don't know how good this is going to be, Kokiri, so I apologize. I feel like this is like Kokiri when he's tired in the morning. This may not be complete Tim Burton-esque, but I kind of just see this as Kokiri in the morning. I know he has a little bit of a mustache. It's a little bit of a mustache. I think he has a little bit of a beard too, right? Yeah, he has a little bit of a beard. From what I remember. Sometimes he does. Or at least, well, not in his, like, his OC drawings. So, I know he has nice poofy hair. Very luscious. Very luscious poofy hair, Kokiri. Actually, wait. Oh, I already drew Kokiri. Hold up. I can just reference that. Let's not be dumb. Actually, I don't think anyone's seen this yet. This was back for the dating show. I gave people, actually, here, we can still keep it a surprise. I'll just open it in, well, actually, even if I open it in the other window, you'll still see it. But anyways, this was the sketch I gave for Kokiri, for, you know, what's the word? For participating in the dating show. But I'm going to be pulling it out. Sorry, you only saw it for 1 second. I'm pulling it out so that way I can, get the reference for his face a lot easier. So this will go a bit faster. Like, I feel like Kokiri, I kind of want him to just being, like, really tired. He's just, like... I picture him in a robe, too. Like, this is, like, morning time. This is, like, robe. He's just, like, oh, gosh, dang it, I'm getting up again. It's just... He's kind of, like, hunched over. You know, he's like, oh, gosh. And he's, like, has this little... I'm trying to get his shoulder here. He's, like, carrying, like, a mug of coffee or something. He's like, this is, like, the freaking worst. Has like his little hand holding a coffee mug. Again, this is a doodle, so the hand's just not going to be rendered, y'all. It's just not going to be rendered. Crap, I don't remember how. How does one hold a mug? I don't know. There you go. And he's just like, he's like, oh heck, this is just like, this is freaking the worst. Gotta do the dark circles under the eyes. That's the most Tim Burton-esque thing you can do. He's just like, oh gosh. It's like same stuff every day. There's Katori almost calling me Katori again. He's just like... And then, oh dang, I was in it, and then his Triforce coffee mug. Because, yes. There you go. Oopsie daisy. Let's get rid of that. I'm sorry. Oh, I just had a specific vision in my head. I had a very specific vision in my head, so I apologize. It was just something. I was like, you know what? I was like, I can see this. I can see this. So hold on, let me get rid of some of these things. I'm gonna try to make the eyes look a little bit better. Yeah, this would be like this instead of being on the other side. He's like, oh gosh, dang. There he is. There's our boy. And like, yeah, wake me up when it's ready. Oh gosh, oh my gosh. He's a... Mr. Shmee's like, I appreciate you making Kokiri a little stud muffin. Look at him. Look at him. Dude, Legend of Zelda mug? What more could you want? This is like... This is high quality stud tier stuff going on right now. He's just like, you know... There he is. He's like, alright, time to get on stream. Okay, let's go. Oh my goodness. Alright. Look, oh, you're right. I guess it looks a bit more like Gravity Falls, like someone said. Yeah, I guess it is not as Tim Burton-esque. I don't know. Yeah. I guess it looks kind of a little bit spooky. Kind of like a mixture of both, I guess. It's not as It's not as stylized as probably Tim Burton would make it. They'd probably make his hair a lot bigger. You know what I mean? They'd probably like exaggerate some features. So I guess maybe I stayed a little bit too on par, but it's cute. It's cute. We gotta label it. All right. Severman donated said maybe you can make a chibi like Jack Skellington, please. Chibi Jack Skellington. Oh goodness, I don't know what to do. Alright. Scary how handsome he is. Am I real or an AI? I don't know how I could be an AI. I mean, I can see, like, obviously, there are so many things these days where you can't even tell what's real anymore. But, I feel like it's kind of hard for AI to imitate what I'm doing right now. So I can safely say that I am not. I'm me. But, alrighty. Yeah, I'm not really, gosh, I don't know. Let's see. I was planning on drawing girlfriends today. Alright, we'll try to do these, let's see. Actually, I'm trying to get up my tabs real quick. Alright, Ari gave me 3 photos that all do not look alike. Okay, we're gonna go with the Toon Me one. I feel like that's the one that would look most like you. And I think someone wanted me to draw Jack Skellington? I don't know. We'll try to do... Ah, crap, hold on. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna copy this and paste it in this tab right here. That way I can zoom in so I can see what it looks like. There you go. Alright, we'll do a bust. Forgive me if it's not. I feel like all Tim Burton characters have very big eyes. I don't know why I'm drawing you scared. It's just kind of what happened. Little mustache. We're really gonna try to push the Tim Burton-y on this one. This is based on the image I was given. I have no idea if I'm doing this correctly, so hopefully I am. He has a really big curl on the top of his head, so we're gonna really push the curl. So that way it will, hopefully... be a bit more, I'm It was like a white shirt. I'm just trying to push the Tim Burton-y stuff a little bit more this time. That actually turned out pretty well. There he is. That looks pretty good, actually. There we go. Actually, I'm pretty surprised. Actually, I think there's like one little hair here that was in the one image. We'll go like this. There's the ear. There you go. That's cute. I like that. Actually, it turned out a lot better than I thought it would. I was a little scared. Whenever I get an image or I don't like It's like the first time you're ever really viewing it, you're like, oh shoot, this is gonna turn out well. And it actually turned out pretty well. I like that. Try older sister or Orc GF. Alright, so we'll do Orc GF by no. I think, Cyberman, you wanted me to do Jack Skellington? Is that what? Want me to draw a chibi Jack Skellington? We're doing Tim Burton. Okay, so we'll have to do a chibi. Actually, let me label this one. Chibi Tim Burton. Airy. I don't know why I was blanking for a second. So chibi Jack Skellington. Still very skinny neck. Of his little hands here. Or like, kind of want his hands to be kind of like that. I think Jack Skellington has like this little open thing right here. Really dark circles under the eyes. I like the neck to look like a skeleton neck. I'm trying to think of, he has like a little, oh yeah, I forgot the bat tie. I think it's bat tie. We'll make it a little more exaggerated. And obviously Jack Skellington does not have any pupils, it's just pure darkness. Darkness into the gaping soul. And, there he is. His little... Should be Jack Skellington. There he is. It's cute. I'm trying to keep it very on with like the Tim Burton theme here, so I'm going to kind of make his face look a little bit more sunken in. I know it wasn't sunken in with the original, but since this is a chibi version, we kind of want to give it a little bit more of a creepier tone. So, there you go. It's cute. Now, was it older GF or Orc? I think we did Orc. We did Orc. Older sister or gosh, what does older sister look like? I think she has a tank top and a choker, maybe not. I know Orc GF. I think we've done her before, but we could always try Orc GF again. Well, which one would you prefer? I know you said, I think Garrett Anderson said Orc GF or Orc GF or older sister. Well, yes, probably brown hair too, Mr. Schmee, obviously. Also here, while I asked you guys, let me check my super chats, make sure I didn't miss any. Okay, I think I got everything. I just want to make sure I didn't miss any super chats, because I feel bad. Oh, shoot. No, please, get out of here, Omen Gaming Hub. I did not mean to click on you. Get out of here. Thank you. Okay. Do both. That is not what I asked. You know what? Here, we'll just do Orc GF again because she's more fresh in my mind. Or, you know, we haven't done, we'll do older sister GF, because we haven't done her, and we've never done her, so we'll do her. Whoa, get out of here, Gaming Hub. Let's see. She's, older sister GF, I believe, is a bit more of a, she's a bit more smug. Wait, where? Oh, there you go. I was like, why isn't it drawing? I feel like since she's more smug, we'll make her eyes a bit more exaggerated. Because I think there's some Tim Burton characters where their eyes are big, but they're not, like, super... I don't really like that. I don't really like that. No. I know for sure she has a ponytail, so we can. Let's. I always feel like the eyes are what start it all. We'll just go like this. We gotta give her like the big. I feel like the eyelids help me because it makes me visualize the eyeballs being bigger, and that really helps with the. So if I ever go silent, it's probably because I'm thinking. We need, like, the dark circles under the eyes. That's what we need. We'll have her, like, leaning this way, her with her little tiny arms. Because Tim Burton characters have little tiny arms. And she has her little ear. And I believe, I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's something like this. And then, I'm just exaggerating her hair a little bit, so that way it looks a little bit whatever. And I know for sure she has a ponytail, from what I recall. Like the ponytail a little bit off kilter, because... And then she has a tank top, so this will be her tank top. I think she had shorts. She had, her tank top was actually pretty, I think her tank top ended up here, actually. That's her belly button, and then there's her, I think she had sweatpants, actually, if I recall. So something like this. She has her arm behind her back. We'll do that like that. There she is. That's kind of cute. Actually, I'm going to make her chin a little bit different. I don't really like this. Whoopsie. Thought this was on. There we go. The negative. That's what we want. That's kind of cute. Oh, Ty donated and said, I went to the doctor's and I said, Doctor, I keep thinking I'm a camera. He said, you'll just have to snap out of it. Of course, Ty, of course. You know what's so funny is I am zoomed in to the drawing and you guys are not, well, maybe, you know what? You know why it looks bigger for me is because I have the small window that's in the way here. That's why. Actually, I can just minimize the window. There we go. Now it's actually There we go. It's a little better for me. Well, that's funny, Ty. Thank you for the donation. Now who do I want to do? Oh, actually, I think we have a donation from Shogo. Let's look. Shogo donated and said, I've been streaming Five Nights at Freddy's every Sunday on my YouTube channel, and absolutely terrifying. Bonnie scares the life out of me, and Freddy is constantly giving me heart attacks. I really enjoy slamming the door on Foxy. It's very satisfying. Have you played it too? I have, actually. Yeah, I played it a few times. It was actually kind of... It's pretty fun to play, honestly. It's just kind of fun to, like, walk around and try not to... You know, you're just... It's very... Your adrenaline's running a lot, you know, when you first play it. I think after you play it a few times, it's not as scary, but like the first time, like you're so intent, like you don't want to lose, you know, you're just like, all right, I gotta check the doors, oh, I gotta check, you know, so it's yeah, no, I've played it, it's actually pretty funny. But yeah, no, I'm glad you've been having fun with it. I definitely do too. Oh, actually, I think we just got another donation from Shogo. Let's check on that. He said, since late afternoons are the best time for me to stream, you're more than welcome to come hang out and chat if you want. I know you're 4 hours ahead of me, so you usually be relaxing around that time anyway, or knitting. I bet it could even help you sew better. Actually, I crochet. I crochet, actually. I know it can be a little confusing between knitting and crocheting, but remember, crocheting has 1 hook and knitting has 2. But yeah, no, thanks for the invite. I'm glad you're having fun streaming, Shogo. I'm glad you're having a good time. Wicked Penguin said, perhaps older GF boss, Mrs. Clearwater. Ooh, that's a good suggestion. Boss. I'm just looking up her name real quick so I can get her up. Older boss, Mrs. Actually, she's very angular. This might actually be a little bit more easier for me. Let's get her image up here. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. Let's move this out of here so I can have it as a window so I can see it. Sadly, you guys don't get to see it. I don't know why. It's still a part of Clip Studio, so I'm gonna move my screen a little bit because I literally have it to the left, but you just can't see it. So we'll label this one older. So we'll say BF older sister, best friend's older sister. Oh, you know. Oh, hold up. We have 2 more donations. Let me read these. Mitch donated and said, once asked my GF to draw me. Between the beer gut, red cheeks, and me grinning like a Cheshire cat she drew me with, I said, bloody heck, love, you're gonna give me a... Wait. She drew me... Wait. Between the beer gut, red cheeks, and me grinning like a Cheshire cat she drew me with, I said, bloody heck, love, you're gonna give me a heart attack. Oh, an art attack! My gosh, my brain corrected it for me. An art attack. I got you. Oh, and Neb donated and says, Cyberman and I suggest Witchcore. Alright, we can try Witchcore after we do Miss Clearwater. So, let's get on with it. Wait, whoopsie, what's this? Oh, that's the Jack Skellington one. Let's see. So Mrs. Clearwater, let's do her face. She is very... I feel like her face would definitely be more longer, in my opinion. Because her face is much more angular than some of the other GFs, so we're gonna really push it. I don't know if I like that shape. And the cool thing about it is, if you want to move it ever so slightly, there's a liquefy tool, which really allows you to kind of... I want her chin to be more there. That's a little better. Liquefy tool is my best friend. Maybe I like... we'll do that. Well, there you go. Whatever. We'll roll with it. We can always adjust it later. Actually, I'm gonna make her head a little bigger. I feel like I made this kind of small. It'd be harder to work with. Okay. is a bit more point, so we're gonna give her a bit more of a pointed nose. It's not as more of a button nose as the others. She does have lips. Her lipstick. We'll wait on the lipstick for a second. I already have a hard time drawing regular lipstick, and I feel like stylized lipstick is just going to give me a bit more of a harder time. So. Let's get her eyes in here. I like drawing the main eyes first, that way I know exactly what they're gonna look like, and then I can always make them smaller if I need to. So I want her eyelids to come down here, maybe. She does have eyelashes on the top and the bottom. Actually, I'm gonna get rid of this eyebrow because I want to make it look like that she's not mad, but she's kind of just like slightly, just ever so slightly. Da-na-na-na-na. Get rid of that. Da-na-na-na. I don't like that. We'll figure out the lipstick later. She does have glasses, though. And then her hair, which I kind of want to exaggerate just a little bit. This is her hair here. Actually, it curves downward a little bit more. Oh, well. We're just gonna do this. I kind of want to make it a bit more blocky because you just kind of want to, you know, make her look a bit more unkempt, like how Tim Burton characters are. Well, actually, hold on. This is the back of her head. My gosh, my voice is cracking. Back of her head. And then she has a bun as well. So we're just gonna give her the bun in the back of her head here. And her little ear. And then we're gonna give her, she has an earring. We're just gonna do that for now. It's technically a flower earring, so I'm gonna make it look a bit more like of a droopy flower earring, because this is like Tim Burton style, so we're gonna try to her collar puff. Should wait. The collar will go like that. Do. Oh, I forgot those are her glasses because they have those little hoopy thingies because they come out of there. I think the lipstick makes her look a little too creepy. The Corpse Bride had lipstick though, and she looked okay, so I wonder how they did it. I don't know. I wonder how they did that. Maybe it's just the smile. Hold up. Actually, don't mind her smile, but just in case if it is the smile, I'm going to cut it into a different layer. And I'm going to do a new layer with a different smile. Just kind of just slightly mess with it and see if I can see, like, it just makes her look really weird with it. Unless we just have it on the top. Maybe the top one is fine. I feel like it just makes her look a lot older, like age-wise, like. I wonder how they did it with the Corpse Bride and didn't make it. It was probably because the Corpse Bride's face is rounder. I made her face more angled. So I think for the sake of simplicity, we're just gonna have the old smile. We'll just give her like a little lip there. There you go. Give her a little bit longer eyelashes. And then I think that's it for her. There she is. Let's see. Does she have a skirt? I can't remember. I know she has a blouse. I don't remember. I don't think it's ever really shown. I feel like she wears business pants, if I'm being honest, but... Oh, there she is. There you go. Mrs. Clearwater. Mrs... Whoopsie. Mrs. C. Alright, this is Clearwater, so I can find her later. Whoopsie! Actually, we'll just merge with layer below. Whoops! Merge with layer below. There you go. Oops, Clearwa. Whatever. I know what it is. What is this again? Oh, it's GF. There she is. Oh, Ty donated and said, "Would housekeeper GF make a return?" I don't know yet, but I do enjoy her. She is fun. I do like her character, so perhaps she will. Inept, oh Inept, thank you for the black kitty. It is just like my precious little Hallow, my little Hallow kitty. Shargo donated and said, "If you made a series in this art style, you'd be viral. I'd go viral." I don't know about that. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know, actually. Well, hopefully, you never know. You never know. Chaos Mash donated and said, "Perhaps you could doodle Night Girlfriend." That's a good suggestion. I'm gonna doodle the witch one first, so if we do have time, we can try her. Alright, so we'll try Witch GF, so let's get her Witch. Where is she at? There she is. This is the latest drawing of her. Stick that in there. So that way I can pull it out. And I can stick it, whoopsie daisy. I want to stick her here so I can look at her face. She has a massive hat, which is good and bad for me. It's good and bad at the same time. So that way, you know, I can kind of... I'm gonna make her eyes bigger. I feel like recently we've been making the eyes be pretty, like, having, like, you know, that eyelid thing, but we're not gonna do that this time. We are going to do straight up round eyes for the Witch GF. She has a little button nose, so we're gonna give her a little button nose. I'm gonna give her a little ear. And she has her little curly Q hair right here. Oopsie, I'm gonna turn it this way. The cool part about this is that with the program you can turn your screen whatever way you want, which is pretty useful. Pretty gosh darn useful. Make this eyelash a little smaller. I think we did a little bit too much darkness on this side. We'll lighten it up a little bit. Let's see, because she has hair coming in on this side. And she also has it... I'm just exaggerating the curls to kind of give it... And the hat, that's the thing, the hat. We really want a nice, big hat that's just like so ridiculous. And we also want it to be a bit more Tim Burton-y, so we're gonna make it a little bit more spindly at the top and a little bit more kind of grody looking. I'm gonna have it come downwards a little bit more like that. And she has cobwebs on it too, that kind of like these are like the cobwebs that hang on it, so we'll do like another little extra, maybe we'll do a little spider hanging or something. Which actually, I found a cute little teeny tiny spider in my car. I felt so bad, it was actually in the door, so I had to remove it so I wouldn't hurt it. But I had to move him because he was, I didn't want to smush him, and so I put him near the bushes. So I hope he was a little, he looked like it was a perfect jumping spider. It was a little black jumping spider. It looked almost like the ones that you would like buy offline or something. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I wanted to keep him, but I don't have the means to take care of him, so I didn't smush him, and hopefully so he lived. I put him near a bush and hoped he could find, you know, make a little house there or something. I was like, oh. I'm trying to decide. Let's see, your little... her little arms. I think her shirt goes something like that. She has her little sleeves, which will make very angular to kind of help. And she has feathers that go along here, so we'll put some feathers. And then there's a little design that goes like that. She has like a long skirt, if I recall. It kind of like, it's a bit torn too, so we'll do that. Her arms, we'll just have her arms come straight down. She has gloves. And then we'll have her little feet right here. Tim Burton characters have very spindly legs. Does she have boots? Oh, I think she does have boots. Actually, her boots actually go all the way up there, so this is actually her whole shoe. She does have boots. There she is. Alright, I think she turned out pretty well. She's like, oh. There she is. She's a little off kilter. I feel like her feet should not be there. I'm not really a big fan of where I put the feet, so I'm gonna get rid of them. Oh, whatever. We're just gonna leave it like that for now. There she is. Maybe. For one foot, I kind of want to put it right here, so I'm just gonna put the foot. Actually, I kind of feel like her knees are bent here. Like her hips are turned this way, so I feel like her knees are gonna be a bit bent. It's like the one leg is gonna be coming this way. Like both her legs are bent. So like, would her feet be going out that way? Whatever. We're gonna leave it like this for now because we're kind of lazy and we're running low on time. And I think someone requested the night. But yeah, lovely little witch GF, very cute, very cute. Her legs are somewhere here. Somewhere there. Alright. Oh, whoopsie daisy. I drew that on the wrong layer. Alright, her legs are around here. I'll do it on her layer. That way we kind of know. Alright. We only have a few minutes left, but we'll try. We will try to do the night real quick. Oh, Mr. Friends, good evening from the US, and thank you. From good evening from you from Cantor from the UK. Well, thank you so much. Very, very appreciated. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. I saw there were some Ko-fis. I will read those after I quickly sketch this. We'll do that afterwards. So, night, GF. Let's see. Okay, I think this is the most recent one. Bam. Pull her out. Put her in this tab, which for some reason... Nope, that's not what I wanted. Thank you. Put her here. Here. Thank you. Much appreciated. Okay. So, I don't really know how to make armor stylized. I'm gonna be honest. But we'll do our best. So, I'm gonna give her a little bit more of an angled face, just because I feel like maybe she'd have a bit more of an angled face. I don't really know, but we'll give it a shot, so. She has like these little... Actually, here, let's do her eyebrows first. We don't want her looking too weird. Gosh, it looks like she's like terrified right now. Maybe she is. The queen is not in her quarters, and she is like, oh my gosh. What the heck am I gonna do? No one is where they're supposed to be. Why do people do this to me? I just doing my dang job. She has like... Her hair is a bit more neatish. It kind of like comes down here and it almost like it's very sharp. So we're gonna emphasize the sharpness. And then she has another little hair tuft here. Still trying to keep her... Like, I don't like all these little blunt ends here, because her hair is still neat, but it's just, I want it more angular, so I'm just going to try to get rid of these little ends here in the hopes that it'll make it look a little bit more neat if we just get rid of some of the clutter here. And, she has a big... We're gonna give her like a... I'm gonna give her like a ponytail here that's a bit big, just for the sake of it being, you know, a Tim Burton thing. Make it kind of straightish. Or something like that. Like she has just a very big ponytail there. She's just like, oh, I'm trying to do my job and people are not listening. Why does this happen to me? I really don't know how to make armor Tim Burton-esque, so we're just gonna make it kind of bulky in comparison to her. And there's her regular shoulders. And then we'll give her the little armor cuffs here. I forgot exactly what they look like, but there's something like this. And then I know she has a chest piece. It comes from this, so we're just gonna give her the chest piece, and also while giving her the chest piece, we're gonna make her... I still want her to have a very tiny build-ish. So like these are like her arms. Like her arms come in from here maybe. Maybe we'll have to move this a little bit. Just a little bit. It's too much. Too much there. Something... piece of armor there. She's just like, oh, trying to do my best. Trying to do my best. You can't forget, there's supposed to be like a little butterfly here, because that's like her emblem. Butterflies all there. Because, you know, I feel like this is like her looking at the queen after the queen's like, so where have you been all day? And she's like, you know, oh, well, you know, I've been places. I've been places today. Certain places. None of your business places, even though you're the queen. Okay. So yeah, there she is, in all her glory. The lovely night. Boom. Night. And then we'll layer the name. Night. There she is. Alright. We'll probably stop the sketches there because we got to read some of the Ko-fis because I was drawing. So enjoy her while I read the Ko-fis. Okay, we have quite a few. Cyberman, can't pronounce his. Thank you for Chibi Jack. Maybe next year I can be a werewolf pup. LOL. Also, I made a fan art on Twitter, still working on it for Halloween. And love both videos this week. Love Spider Queen's eyes, beautiful like you in midnight. Oh, well, thank you. And thank you for working on the fan art. I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate all artwork. I think it's really cute. It's a spider. Spider Queen. I love the Spider Queen. Da, 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 da. Also, sorry, Natasha, I just saw your piercings. she sent what piercings she had for the thing. I'm sorry, I just saw it just now. My bad. My bad. Alright, let's check the... okay, we have a few donations from Shogo. Shogo donated, and it's part 1 of 2. Said, I had a dream about you. It was a spooky dream too, which made it even better. I was lost in a mansion trying to hide from someone stalking me, and it turned out to be you. You were all like, Shogo, and I couldn't help but giggle and laugh as I hid. You had this adorable huge witch hat on, and every time you spotted me, you had the cutest smile and chased me. We both ran around while laughing through the halls. I really wanted you to catch me. Dude, you know what's so funny is I used to chase people around at recess when I was younger, so that just reminds me of that. That's so funny. Oh, hey, you know, I need to work on getting myself a big witch hat. I kind of really want to cosplay as our lovely witch Cora, but I haven't had the time to make it, but I will eventually. So Shogo also donated, said, speaking of dreaming about you, I'm so excited to see you in that portrait I drew of you when I saw your face. I'm so excited to see you to see the portrait that you drew of me. Got it. We were sitting on my bed playing Mario Kart together, and your hair wasn't covering it this time, so I had a super good look on how drop dead gorgeous you are. Well, I guess I will see if your depiction is correct. That'd be kind of crazy if it was. Mega crazy. Oh wait, oh, cool, Coker, are you doodling while I'm doodling? That's so cool. Oh, you're doodling my doodles. Oh, that's so cool. By the way, if you guys haven't seen Kokori's doodling alongside me, so if you're in the Discord, he posted all the doodles in the Discord, which were really cute. Thank you so much, Kokori. That's so awesome. Let me check on this. Let me read some of the super chats before we wrap things up here. Hold up. I think the last one I read was from Mr. Friends. We have one from Marvelite. Donated and said, may I get a hi from Calamity? P.S. I enjoy your Spider-Girl story you do on the channel. So, the lovely spider web effect. I don't know why it took me so long to say that. My mind was thinking of the words. So you want a hi from Calamity. I will warn you, sadly, it does not sound exactly like Calamity. I have to put, like, effects on her voice to get her to sound so beautiful. So sadly, you'll just be left with my the raw audio of Calamity. So,
hello, Marmite. It is so good to see you this evening. I hope you brought chocolate.
Because she does enjoy chocolate, as all symbiotes do. Oh, Ty, thank you for the rose. Ty, thank you for the rose. Much appreciated, all roses. Chaos Mash donated and said, so, oh, this is the Queen. Queen and Knight. Okay, so the Queen says, oh, it's based on the drawing we just did. Okay, I was like, what is this? Okay. Places, like that mountain over there. Actually, it's more like of a plateau. It gets punched into the mountain. Dragon Ball Z abridged reference. Okay, because I was like, I'm assuming this is a quote from something. But yeah, no, yeah, it's Night trying to cover up her tracks from where she's been, and the Queen definitely knows better. And Nepta donated and said, remind me next year to suggest Spider-Girl and Calamity. I thought of it too late. Also, what tablet do you use? This is an Intuos Pro. Intuos Pro 2. I don't think they sell these anymore. But all my tablets have been Intuos Wacom tablets. I'm actually using my brother's. He never really used it for the longest time, and so I don't want to say I inherited it because it's still his, but since he never used it, I was like, hey, like, since his was like newer and it kind of was just sitting around gathering dust, I'm like, do you mind if I use this? And he's like, yeah, whatever. He's like, you'll just owe me drawings every once in a while. And I'm like, all right, cool. So that's been our understanding. If he wants a drawing, I give him one. I get to use the tablet. So, I mean, eventually I could upgrade and get a better tablet, but this has been working thus far. So, potato, don't, no need to fix it if it's not broken. But yeah, I use Clip Studio and a Wacom tablet. Severman donated and said, had a fund today. Also another Ko-fi in case you missed. I missed a Ko-fi from you? Oh yeah, I guess, oh yeah, how did I miss this? My bad, sorry. Cyberman donated and said, I was going to ask if you guys had a chance to watch Atlantis and Tarzan DVDs. If not, that's fine. Also, I was working on a comic about when I took 3 months off from Korra, but that was when my PC died. But once I get everything in order, I'll finish it and show you. Hope you like the DVDs. Yeah, we haven't gotten around to watching them. I've watched Atlantis probably pretty recently, so I didn't have a need to watch it. But honestly, I don't even know if we have it on DVD. I think we just have it on VHS. So I think we just watched it online on a website. And same for Tarzan, so it's actually nice to have the DVDs themselves when we want to watch it, but we haven't gotten around to watching them yet. But we, whenever the need arises, I'm glad we have the DVDs. All right. Oh, thank you for the diamond, Cyberman. I saw it. I see it. Thank you for the donation. I forgot you could donate diamonds. I think I have read all the donations, But I hope you enjoyed our spooky doodles. I know the one of Kokiri looked a bit more like Gravity Falls than, than Tim Burton-y. But hey, Gravity Falls can be spooky, kind of. So, it's still on brand. Alrighty. So, we're around 8:06, so we'll probably be ending stream here. And for those of you who are new, just in case you didn't know, at the end of my streams, my mother likes to come down and say hello to you all. So she is here to say hello before we end the stream.
Hello, everyone. I said hello to most of you in the chat, and then I had to come down. So anything you said after 8 p.m. While Katori was talking, I didn't get to see it, so sorry about that. I do have a few announcements and some news. Number one, I do have a new video coming out tomorrow on my YouTube channel, Mama's Light. And Smee usually graciously puts the link to my channel in the chat. I can't see the chat right now the way Katori has things up with her drawing. But if it's there, check it out. You can check out some of my old videos, and then tomorrow I will be posting a new one. Secondly, for those of you who said you wanted me to do a gaming stream, I did agree to do a gaming stream doing some games on Roblox. So we're looking at things like Dandy's World, or the Hauntlet on Adopt Me, or maybe even Rainbow Friends. They're all a little creepy, and I thought they'd be fun to play around Halloween, and they are something that I can handle, and they're still fun. They're not shooter games or player versus player games. It'll be fun. So those of you who did say yes to my poll, that was both on YouTube and Twitter, or X, I'm going to do it tomorrow. I don't know what time yet. I'll keep a lookout. It'll be sometime between maybe 4 p.m. and 6 p.m. starting time, Eastern Standard Time. If I can't do it, I will also put that announcement out as well. And for those of you who already spoke with me about wanting to play on my gaming stream, you can just check the messages after the stream here with Katori for an important message about maybe doing some practice games.
All right, that was quite a lot. Genji donated and said, "Sorry, I missed this one nice art." Well, thank you, Genji. I'm glad you I'm sorry you missed it, but thank you. Who knows? Maybe we'll do another one. This was kind of fun, so maybe we'll do another one if Clip Studio permits. Garrick Anderson donated and said, "Any thoughts on doing a Frankenstein monster GF? She can be well-spoken, but once in a while she does a simple talk by accident, but the listener supports her quest to improve herself." That could be interesting. I have been trying to consider new Halloween girls to add to the roster, because I think sometimes, even though it's fun to continue someone's story, after you do them so many times, you're not really sure what else to do. You never know. Maybe I will. Mr. Wanapon donated and said, "Well, goodbye, good night, and to let you know, I'm going to a Comic-Con next week because I've been invited by a friend of mine. See you in 2 weeks."
Ooh, have fun at the Comic-Con. Those are always lots of fun. I hope you have some type of cosplay to dress up as. It makes it more fun.
But yeah, I'm glad you're having a fun. I'm glad you're gonna have a fun time. So conventions are always fun. So I'm glad to hear that. And Ty donated and said, "Can February March? No, but April, May."
Love that, Ty. Love it.
Yeah, my mom likes dad jokes, so I might turn into a prune, but she does appreciate them. All right. No, but thank you, Ty. Okie dokies. I think that is everything. Oh no, Kokri, I saw he said, "Sorry about the clutter." Don't say sorry. It's really cool to see your drawings as we draw. It's not like I'm drawing by myself. You're drawing with me. So it's not clutter.
Kokiri, it just is so cute that here we are 3 years later and she still calls you Kokiri. I guess that's just her own little sweet little nickname for you instead of pronouncing it as Kokiri. It's just so cute.
All right. Marvelite donated and said, "Gravity Falls based ASMR? I don't know how I do that. I don't know how I necessarily do that unless it would just be in their universe."
Ooh,
but
I love Gravity Falls. I wish they never
interesting
canceled it.
idea. I'm not sure how I'd execute it, but that's an interesting idea. I do like Gravity Falls. So, but no, thank you for donating. Thank you.
Hey, you could be Wendy.
Elder Wendy. But yeah, you guys, I'll probably end the stream here since it's about 8:11. I still got some things I gotta do before I don't know, I just got a lot to do. Like, thinking of all the things I gotta do now that stream's done. But thank you guys for joining me this evening and doing spooky doodles and stuff. Next week should be a normal stream, just usual chilling and stuff like that. Unless I decide otherwise. But right now, just regular stream, same date, same time.
And I hope to see you all tomorrow on my stream. I have so much fun with you guys. I really do.
All right. Hold on. You got a donation. After I read Shogo's donation, I will be logging off because I have a lot to do.
You do. Even Roy wants to stand in line and have you give him a haircut.
All right. Well, then please, if you want me to, you have to be quiet.
I know.
I know. Shogo donated, said, "So does this mean Katori can come in the end of your stream, Mama, and tell everyone about her channel and upcoming Tuesday audio? Because that would be so fun." No, I'm good. I'll let her do her stream.
I would let her, though, if she wanted to.
I'm good. All right, you guys, thank you so much for coming. I will see you all next week, same time. I'm going to try to get the calendar stuff together if I can, and so that way I can actually make a merch announcement video, because I haven't had one in a while, and I know I still haven't gotten the gosh dang cards up. I'm so sorry. It's just been crazy, so. All right, you guys, thank you for coming. Have a lovely evening.
Good night, everyone.
And I will see you all next week. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.